In a tiny dorm room at the University of Texas, a 19-year-old student saw a future that no one else could. While others saw a simple personal computer, he saw a revolution waiting to happen. This wasn't just any student. This was Michael Dell, and his dorm room wasn't just a place to study. It was the birthplace of a multi-billion-dollar empire. But this journey was never a straight line to success. It was a path forged through storms, facing winds of doubt and lightning strikes of failure. Imagine an eagle soaring against a gathering storm. It doesn't flee, it doesn't hide. It uses the very force of the wind to lift itself higher, to rise above the chaos. This is the story of a young man who, like that eagle, learned to use the storms of life not to be defeated, but to soar. Michael's passion for computers started early. As a teenager, he wasn't just playing games. He was taking them apart, understanding their inner workings, and putting them back together better than before. He saw a major flaw in the computer industry, a huge gap between the manufacturer and the customer. The middlemen, the retailers, they added cost but not value. His idea was radical, yet simple: sell directly to the customer. Cut out the middleman, customize the computers, and deliver more power for less money. With just $1,000 of his own savings, he started PCs limited from his dorm room. Number 2713. The business exploded. He was selling tens of thousands of dollars worth of custom-built PCs right from his room. The demand was so overwhelming that he faced a choice: stay in school or chase his dream. He chose the dream. He dropped out of college, much to his parents' dismay, and officially founded the Dell Computer Corporation. The early days were a whirlwind. Dell was growing at a speed that was almost impossible to manage. They were the pioneers of just-in-time manufacturing and direct sales in the tech world. By 1992, Michael Dell became the youngest CEO of a company to be ranked in the Fortune 500. It seemed like the sky was the limit, but every great flight encounters turbulence. The late 90s and early 2000s brought fierce competition. Other companies started copying Dell's direct-to-consumer model. The market shifted, and for the first time, Dell's seemingly unstoppable growth began to slow down. The company that had defined an era was starting to lose its edge. Like an eagle caught in a sudden downdraft, the company struggled. In 2007, Michael returned as CEO to a company that needed a new direction. The world had changed. Smartphones and tablets were the new frontier, and the PC market was no longer the king. Critics were writing Dell off, calling it a relic of the past. The storm was raging, and the company was in danger of being torn apart, but Michael Dell didn't see an end. He saw a new beginning. He saw the need for a radical transformation. This was his ultimate test. He made the boldest move of his career, taking Dell private in 2013. It was one of the largest corporate buyouts in history, a massive gamble that allowed him to restructure the company away from the punishing glare of Wall Street short-term demands. He was no longer just selling PCs. He was building the essential infrastructure for the next generation of technology, focusing on servers, storage, and cloud computing. He was steering the ship, not away from the storm, but directly into its heart, determined to come out stronger on the other side. Then came the masterstroke, the acquisition of EMC, a data storage giant, in the largest tech merger in history. It was a move that stunned the industry and repositioned Dell as a powerhouse in the enterprise market. He had transformed the company he started in his dorm room into a global leader in the technology that powers our digital world. He didn't just save his company, he reinvented it. He proved that true strength isn't about avoiding failure, but about having the courage to rise from it, to adapt, and to soar higher than before. Michael Dell's journey teaches us a profound lesson. The eagle doesn't escape the storm. It uses the storm to rise higher. Our struggles, our failures, our darkest moments, they are not there to break us, they are there to build us. They are the winds that can lift us to heights we never thought possible, if only we have the courage to face them. Your challenges are not your cage. They are your launch pad. So, whatever storm you are facing right now, remember the young man in his dorm room and the eagle in the sky. Remember that within you lies the same strength, the same resilience, the same power to turn adversity into advantage. No matter how dark the sky may seem, you were born to soar above it. You have the power to write your own story, to build your own empire, to rise above every storm. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that empowers you to reach your highest potential. Believe in yourself and never stop soaring.